UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has spoken on the phone with the US President Donald Trump for the first time since the outbreak of war in the Middle East. Amanda Acas reports.
We're told the phone call lasted around 20 minutes. We do have a readout of that conversation. It never goes into a lot of detail, but it gives a flavour of the key topics. So we're told they began by discussing the latest situation in the Middle East and the military cooperation between the UK and US through the use of RAF bases in support of the collective self-defence of partners in the region. The Prime Minister also shared his heartfelt condolences with President Trump and the American people following the deaths of 6 US soldiers. They looked forward to speaking again soon. Now, what's interesting, I think, is that this is much more of a kind of typical readout that we normally get, ending with these kind of warm words about speaking again soon, compared to what happened a week ago on the first day of the strikes, when we were basically just told they discussed the Middle East and there was no kind of formal explanation of what was said. Now, clearly, we now know that Donald Trump was exceedingly angry, incandescent, it seems, with Sir Keir Starmer for not giving permission for the US to use UK military bases to launch those initial strikes, even though he has softened that position and allowing US jets to use UK bases for defensive activities now. And we're seeing that beginning this weekend. The rest of the week has been full of insults, frankly, flying across the Atlantic, with Donald Trump saying that Sir Keir Starmer's no Winston Churchill, saying he's disappointed with the UK position, and even Sir Keir Starmer making it quite clear that he's opposed to the way the strikes happen, talking about his support for international law and the fact that his government doesn't support regime change from the skies. And then last night, this really blistering message on Truth Social from Donald Trump, talking about our former great ally and saying we don't need people who only join us in our wars once we've already won. So clearly the special relationship is in a very delicate state. So Downing Street will be pleased that this call happened at all.